Yo, that shit was whack. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. But it was absolutely, positively whack. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. It was it was something special for sure. Hold on, let me get on camera. Let me get on camera. I got nothing ready. I got nothing. That was so much chaos. Hi. 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 Let me get my music situation sorted out. Let me get Pulp up over here. Did anybody else have like a bad time or not? I mean, I think we all had a good score, but a bad time? Maybe? 268, 256, 303. I would 275. Fucking Marvin. I say Marvin. It was Brayton's fault. I need a drink. Paige R, can I please have a drink? Was it tequila? I think it's a tequila night. I think it might be. I think it might be. Is the audio okay? Are we good on audio? I normally try to get this set up like when we're going, but like I couldn't stop watching whatever was happening. All audio good. Good deal. Good deal. Did you guys see the new shirts that I made just for you? I'll show you here in a moment. Let me get this pulled up and ready to go for us. That looks all right. Let me scoot this out a little bit. No offense to chat, but I'm always afraid vulgarities are gonna happen in the chat. I don't want you guys to see that. Your virgin eyes. 185 Charlie, that is so rad, man. Oh man, cheers with Estella. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for being here. This is a lot of fun. I love doing this live thing. I hope we can do this every round. I missed you guys so much. Justice for Bobby P. Did you guys see the shirts? These are live, by the way. I'm not even memeing on you guys. Like, these are 100% real shirts that you can purchase through the rotomoto.co merch store. Look at these babies. Look at these babies. Never change AMA. We got Justice for Bobby P. You can get it in gray, you can get it in white. Can we just talk? There's so much to talk about. So we first need to talk about, they didn't let Mitchell Oldenburg into the main event, or I'm sorry, into the LCQ, because they said that he apparently had a changed frame, but he didn't. Who's Bobby P? That's Bobby Piazza. He was the guy that got 5th in the LCQ. He should have been the one to make it into that main. Just posted the reason for Oldenburg. Ryan, I saw that he got in because apparently they didn't let him into the LCQ, but I don't know how he got in there. I don't understand. Like, that's just not protocol, I guess. But it's the AMA. Never change, baby. So for $19, if you want a Never Change AMA shirt, that is available for you. We also have, for $19, Justice for Bobby P. If anybody actually buys these Bobby P shirts, I'm not even kidding, I will donate. The profits are not much. I will send this money to Bobby Piazza. Straight up. Are they gonna claim Mick? Probably. Fucking probably. Your pup, even your pup is upset. Yeah, he's a baby. The door's closed. I can't see him anymore. Rode the Marty party. Ryan, same, dude. Same. I had a bad time. These are hilarious. Zen, I was like, between the 250 main and the 450 main, I'm like frantically trying to draw these up real quick. So they're not pretty. They're not my best work. They are what they are. Also, in case you're interested, we also have actual legitimate real RotoMoto merch, in case you'd be interested in some actual real well-designed, nice, sleek merchandise. Another friendly reminder, I feel like I have to do this every time I'm on. I do not work for PulpMX or anybody else. This is just me in my office pounding this shit out for you. So here's, we all rode the Marty party. But yeah, so if anybody actually wants these, we joked about making the Never Change AMA shirts like two races ago, and I didn't actually make them, so I thought, you know what, maybe I should actually make them this time. So here they are. AMA felt bad for fucking up the frame thing with Freckles, so they said he could start second row. Then when Jet pulled out, even that, starting second row, I don't even know. Has that ever happened before? And not working for anyone now. And not working for anyone now. Hopefully that will change soon, both in a sponsorship kind of way and also I don't know, maybe I can get an actual job someday with the moto stuff. But this is fun as it is. I'm having a blast. These Tuesday races are killer though. The handicaps didn't even come out until what, 1 yesterday? And then I tried to get the video out as fast as possible so that you guys could watch it before the Pulp Show, because I know a lot of you guys probably watch the Pulp Show, the live Pulp Show Mondays, right? Then they started an hour earlier for some reason, so then it was only like an hour in between when I released it to that, and then I tried to watch as much of that as I could. Then this morning, I had stuff to do. It didn't go well. Then obviously qualifying started. It was bad. 250 points. Dirty out, dirty out. Oh God, I didn't even think about how Weege feels right now. You know what? Does anybody just feel bad for those people that reached for high handicap 250 guys that didn't make the main? Because you could have picked literally anybody in the field and scored like 170 points in the 250 somehow. I hope AMA never changes. What else would we talk about? ASN, you are so 100% right. Oh God, I didn't even think of that. My list of riders I refuse to pick is getting long. Andy, eventually you're just gonna have to send it. I just want to say props for anybody that picked Joey Savacci. I told you not to pick him and I was wrong. I want to let you know that that happens sometimes, and I hope that nobody gets mad at me. At the end of the day, I compile information and I try to just give you guys some basic probabilities, and I'm not always right. So I picked Lane Shaw. Let me get back in. I'll show you. I picked Lane Shaw and I picked Lane Shaw and I picked Wilson Fleming. And obviously these worked out for me very, very well. Very nice. But I picked both of these guys specifically because they have made it 2 of the last 3 mains each, and they made it straight out of the heat race. I didn't pick Max Miller because I was like, he gets out of the LCQ. I want to pick a guy that's likely to make it out of the heat. And then they both didn't make it out of the heat. So I can do all the research in the world. I can tell you what I find, but it doesn't actually make it doesn't actually always pan out, unfortunately. So please be kind with me on that. And then Marv, this should have been a great pick again, and it wasn't. It's so hard. Don't pick Marv. I'm out. I'm out. Dirty Owl, I say that. I'm totally gonna... He should be an all-star. The biggest problem, Dirty Owl, is he's treading water just out of all-star. That he's gonna be an all-star next week anyway, and we're gonna miss our chance. Because with Brayton literally DNFing, now Marv is in 9th in points. He's gonna get there. Oh yeah, no, I know. I know that most of you guys know, and you guys are cool, and thank you so much for being that way. But I have had people literally message me and be like, I can't believe I listened to you. Oh, I picked so-and-so, and they got blah, blah. Like, I can't predict the future. I can just literally tell you probabilities. So, you know, thanks for being chill. I was locked in. Same, dude. Same. I mean, I was locked in from last Saturday. All of you go buy merch so we can keep hanging after the races. There we go. Mike knows what's up. He went down 1 lap. Yeah. Yeah. A-Ray, same, Rez. Same. I love A-Ray to death. Y'all, he's the #1 that people are like, how are we feeling about A-Ray tonight? It's always no. Because even in this instance, what did he end up getting? Are the results up? They are. God, can we just dog bless Travis Marks for getting all of this stuff up so humanly fast? What did he end up with? Alex Ray ended up with 34 points. My thing with A-Ray is I love A-Ray to death, but you literally are going to sweat your ass through the LCQ. And even when he does make the main, if he makes the main, when he does make the main, he still never scores enough points to make me want to put myself through that pressure cooker. You know what I mean? Can you not? Shams, I can't. I'm so sorry. If anybody wants to donate a crystal ball, I'd love to use it for you guys. You should expect a Marvin bounce. Oh, I know, Andre, I know. But the biggest thing, thank God, everybody in the 250 class had a good day, because I was so upset that I couldn't pick Harlan and Carnow because I knew they were going to crush it. I had them last week, and I knew those guys were going to crush it this week. Crystal ball fun. Let's get it started right now. I saw somebody I saw an order come through. If Mike, if that was you, thank you so much. I'm not sure if it was you. Sometimes it comes through, sometimes it doesn't. But either way, thank you so much. Where did everyone sign up to know who would be the knight? Sends. He looked good in qualifying, man. I would love to get through. I would love to get through to some of these riders, but I don't want him to. I don't want him to feel attacked. I just want to be like, tell us what's up. Like Grant Harlan, Kyle Chisholm, A-Ray. Like I love these guys that are transparent to us. To just say, hey, don't pick me, or hey, pick me, or hey, that was out of my control. I know a lot of them probably think this is a stupid, silly little thing and they hate it, but like, I really love that they let us know this. It makes it easier to bond with them in this way, you know? Someone's doing voodoo. To be fair, Curran Thurman should 100% absolutely be a main event mainstay. How did he finish? Let me sort this up. 15th. That's still underperforming. God, Dave, can we talk about it though? The cheat sheets are the best. Absolutely, Lee. Thank you so much. Do you, Lee? You're part of the Patreon. I was gonna say you just said it. This is what, if anybody wants to know, this is what the cheat sheet looks like on Patreon. I don't know if I can scroll it as far as I need to scroll it to show it all to you guys. Here, let me get, yeah, there we go. So this is the 450 cheat sheet, for Patreon, and it obviously has, you know, their session, their time, how far off the leader they were. Everything's color coded, so it's easier to read. It's got their average finish, their average qualifying, how better they are at racing than qualifying, how good at starts they are, how good at heat races, how good at the LCQs, what percentage of mains they make, how often they come straight out of the heat, how well their time improved from one qualifying session to the other. This is my pride and joy, I guess. This is where all the magic happens. And the LCQ sales was in, then out, then back in. Andy, I needed Fleming, and it was my fault. I want to let you guys know, this was my fault. I was like, I said it out loud to my friends in voice chat. I said, it would be really nice if Sales took out Meshi right now, or the other way around. And then it was like 30 seconds later, and I was like, I did it! Your cheat sheet picked Nice, but I didn't. But yeah, then it's not always I want you guys to know that the cheat sheet, even the free cheat sheet, is not to be taken too literally. Just because you know, right here, Marty Davalos, we all know Marty's Marty. Marty qualifies 9th, and it says he's going to score 46. That's not true. Or that Savachi's going to get fit 4th. That's not literally what's going to happen. But this just kind of gives you an example of, if you're thinking about those guys with the high handicaps, this kind of shows you where they should slot in qualifying wise. And again, this is where I think the enhanced cheat sheet really comes into play, is that I have like, how much better do they usually finish than qualify? Like John Short, I know he had a bad night tonight, but he's a prime example of a guy that, where is he? He normally qualifies 17th and finishes 9th. So when he qualified 20th, that's no reason to panic. He's always going to qualify bad and finish well. I just tried to do the cheat sheet to give you guys a quick, so you don't have to look at qualifying and look at handicaps and look back at qualifying and look at handicaps. They're all like right next. Tars, you nailed it, dude. Congratulations. I stayed away from Starling because of your tweet about the times being done on a groom track. Yeah. So the 250B guys are especially bad because they get the freshest track imaginable. So never trust. I'm not saying never trust. Like, I fully expected Max Miller to make it in. Who else made it in through that? Max Miller to make it in. Thurman to make it in. Nice and... I didn't really have a lot of faith in Piazza, but like these three qualified really well, and I expected them to do good, but I didn't think Miller, Thurman, and Nice would all three be top 15. That's not reasonable. You know what I mean? Said the same thing with Fleming. Making it by takeout to my wife. Yeah, I'm so glad it worked out, Eric. Did you have him, I imagine, then? Oh, and I love Justin Starling. I just want to say to all of you guys that are here, while I can talk to you right now, there's no advantage right now in picking those high handicap guys, especially in the 250s. Dude, she beat me. Jay, she beat me by 1 point. 1 point. I'm so mad. It's Marv. I can't wait for my trap marks. Did you get it, dude? Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'm stoked. I'm stoked. Oh, man. Oh, fuck yeah, I did. Yeah, I just saw it. It just came through. God. I'm sorry it's not my best work design-wise, but I thought in this instance less is more and simple is better. Gonna wear it during my race deck rant. Yes, Marks. Hell yeah, dude. I love it. Okay, what else do we need to talk about? Can somebody keep me in line? What else do we need to talk about? First off, Marks, can I just say, thank you. I know you go above and beyond. Can we all get a dog bless for Travis Marks in here? Dude, you have all the stuff up already. Championship results, everything's good to go. I am not crushing it right now, man. 1100th is not where I want to be. I'm not crushing it. I never thought I'd be so disappointed with a 275 in my entire life. But Marv does Marv things. 152 to 500 something. About to yeet it. Moto, you stop it. You'll be fine. Dog bless Marks. That's right. Dog bless. We covered the early... We have not covered the early checkered. So, I need to watch the tape back. Has anybody been able to rewind it at all? Do we think that maybe they crossed that last time right at the cusp of white checkered? Is that what happened? And maybe like the guy thought he was after it, so he didn't give him the white flag, but he actually beat it by a little bit? Or was it just a complete shit show? I'm gonna have to watch the tape back after it loads. It's all calculated. I know, Marks, but I know that you have to get in there and confirm it, and you have to stay up. Well, I guess it's not late for where you are now, at least for these races. But I know West Coast, like, you have to stay up late to do it. But I appreciate you doing it. It's important, especially trying to keep the servers running when we all flood it back to get it. It was 6 seconds. And can we talk about poor Michael Mosman? Jesus is a savage, and so is he. He had his first win all but locked up. I mean, I know that 3 seconds is not a very big gap on top of like top-notch guys like Colt Nichols and Christian Craig, but he literally had this win locked in for his first win ever, and then he just runs over a lapper. And like, imagine if Michael Mosman never wins a race. Will the flag dude keep his job? I don't think they fire anybody. I think that's the problem. I think there's no accountability in the AMA. Seen better organization in Canada. Between I don't know, did you guys see my video that I posted on Twitter of the race? Let me go find it really quick. It might take me a second. But we were at the race. Here we go. We were at the race. Is that gonna work? That's not gonna work, is it? No, sorry. But we were at the race. This is really small. I don't know. I can do about it. And this little guy right here, this little KTM, here's the link if anybody wants to go see the tweet live. This little kid on the 50 falls over on the finish line jump, and he lays there for like 30 seconds with the bike on top of his leg, stuck under the bike. And the flagger, you can see him, he's just waving. He's just slowly waving. There's 2 guys across the track, 2 guys up above him, and none of them, they notice him. Like, we see them look at him, and eventually somebody in the crowd says, like, help him, because he was pinned under the bike. And by the time they finally go over there to lift the bike off the kid got out by himself. But I'm like, they were just gonna leave him there? And I know somebody on Twitter said that flaggers aren't allowed to get on the track, but like, two of the people there were not flaggers. They were dig dugs. They could have helped. And I don't know. I mean, luckily they were electric bikes, so it wasn't like there was a hot pipe laying on his leg. What hat? Mark, this is a Columbus Clippers hat. It's our minor league baseball team here in Columbus. But they had like a Hispanic, I don't remember what they called it, but they had like a Hispanic thing on Friday games. Both teams, the Clippers and the away team, would wear like Latin-inspired alter ego uniforms. So this was their Los Veros hat, and I just think it's really sick, but it also matches my shirt, and it's almost roto color. We're close. We're close. Moto margaritas, I could get down with that. Yeah! At least the God, Chad, they changed out the tough block, and then somebody got caught on it again. Got clipped at a regional this year when I was shooting photos at. Kid was drowning, literally, and Flagger was lighting up instead of watching. And I get it. I get it. Like, I just... It's hard awareness-wise, but when there were 6 people looking and just all kind of being like, meh, you know what I mean? Replay, I've just rewatched. Nichols cross with 6 seconds left. Privateer, I don't know, man. I just hope that they make a statement on it. I think that's my biggest problem with the AMA, is they don't really seem to have a lot of transparency in what they're doing and why. And that's all I want, is just a little transparency. Oh, Josh, 100%. We were watching it in voice chat, and I said, I was like, the biggest problem is Eli needs to get Barsha and gap him. Because he can't let Barsha stay close enough in the next corner, because you already know how Barsha is. Like, we want to pretend like Barsha's moved past. Barsha has not moved past. Barsha's right there. He would have clobbered Eli given the chance. Are you still looking for sponsored? ASND, absolutely. You will never. Oh, I know, Brad. I know. But I can dream, right? A guy can dream, maybe. Kenny needed one more lap. Time expired and he got the white flag next time. Time expired and... Eric, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Firefox has a picture-in-picture feature where you can take any video from the browser and resize, reposition it how you want. Would do what you wanted there. They never will. Better than Steve Whitelock. Finish line flaggers, Nichols' uncle. Maybe. Savannah Bananas? Savannah Bananas? So what, was there anything else? So Barsha went down, and I think Barsha took out, let me pull up the lap by lap. Bananas. So here's a tool that I use when I'm making my picks. I don't know if you guys ever do, but look at the lap chart, because this is a good way. If you see a guy drop 3 or 4 spots all at once, that's usually a good indicator that he got in an incident and that might have been out of his control, to see how true his standings were. But where were we? Right here was Brayton, Osborne, Brayton. So yeah, so then Osborne got Brayton, Osborne, Brayton. So right here is where it happened. All of a sudden, we had Brayton and Marv right here next to each other, and then they both disappear, and Marv ends up behind Ferrandis. And then Brayton doesn't resurface at all. So does anybody know what happened? Does anybody know? Because Brayton DNF'd at this point. I just heard something that Brayton went down and Marv hit him. Is that what happened? Brad, I agree, but it could also be arm pump. Like, I love AC to death, but he's still a rookie. I know we want to try to pretend like he's not, because he seems like he's been around forever, but this is his second year. I don't expect him to come out. It's hard to win a race when, I don't know, like, why is it when Joey 2 years ago led 10 laps and we all acted like it was the greatest thing we'd ever seen, but then when AC led the same type of thing on Saturday, and it seemed almost like we were expecting that, you know what I mean? Was about to lap 4th, so it was time. Mark, I was like, they're gonna lap into the podium right now. It's not arm pump. That's true, Brad, that's true. He did have surgery, right? I just knew that, like, maybe he doesn't breathe, because as soon as he gets past, it feels like he's done. Like, he can hold it together, like, with just sheer determination for only so long until he's like, I gotta go, and he just drop anchor, and I don't blame him. He's not in the title fight. There's really no reason for him to be that stressed about it. He's still having a really solid year. Again, he's not supposed to be a number 2 rider. Can we talk about Aaron Plessinger, please? I have no faith in Aaron. Even today when he qualified, what did Aaron qualify? Aaron qualified 13th. and he was a 1. And I was like, he typically finishes about 5 spots better than he qualifies. So then I was like, yeah, if he gets just a little bit of luck. But I had no faith in him. Like, I love AP as a person, and I think he's a good rider, but with a 1 handicap, I was absolutely not touching that. I was so not touching that. Because I think as deep as the top of this field is, Plusinger could easily get 11th, and it wouldn't even be anything crazy. You know what I mean? And I was clearly very wrong. So props to all of you that managed to pick him there, because it was not me. I did not have the guts for it. Did anyone realize that the tough blocks that Jet landed on and crashed from were gone? I did see that, yeah. AP is less predictable than Marty. Yeah, but at least Marty... I think the difference is that I expected Marty to maybe have a 42-point race. I never expected AP. I think he ended up with 38, didn't he? He didn't hit 42. Where's our... let's look at our championship. I'm sorry, let's look at our league. Let's look at the Roto League. Who crushed it, who didn't? Benny Wop still out front. I sassed Benny. I told Benny he better get a picture going on, or I wouldn't say his name in the next video. And look at this. Look at this. Benny, come on. I need more than that. I need more. But who crushed it this time? DJ Troy Collier, 89. 3rd overall in the Roto League. Perfect 250 team. Almost a perfect 450 team. Props, dude. Am I in the Roto League? Brad, I don't know. What? I don't need to know. I assume... I shouldn't... I don't know what your exact name would be on here, but I could probably spot your picture. Can you believe I'm... Look at me being buried in my own league. Garbage. Absolutely garbage. Thank you guys so much for trusting me and coming back and watching these videos, even though I continue to not put up results. At least I think I'm beating most of the experts. That counts for something, right? What am I at? 1157. What are the experts at? Yeah, we good still. We good. We good. I'm right there with Marks and behind JT. I got Paul, Dan, and Steve covered. We're good. We're good. Refresh it. All right. You are now. Oh, I probably have to actually hit a refresh. Maybe? It might take a second to refresh. I'm AP's biggest fan, not putting him on my team. Right, Mark? I feel you. Mark, are you from Ohio by chance? Such a bummer, and you can see both mains. These guys were landing right where Jet did. Oh, for sure. Without results, AP probably has a hard time finding a ride next year. I just think next year is going to be rough because, I mean, we can all agree Bogle's out, right? No offense to Bogle, but he just doesn't have the results. And this year's really proved, like, the one thing Bogle really crushed throughout his entire career starts. He's not getting him this year. He cannot continue to take one of the premier rides in the class. I'm sorry. I know that he's right there in that 15 spot range, and there's 13 factory bikes, so Rocky Mountain could be 14, 15. But with, what do we got? We got J-Mart coming up. Craig's coming up. Cooper? Maybe? Does Cooper... No, this is only his 4th year, isn't it? Forkner will probably stay down now, but he could come up. He still wants to, I think. I just don't, like... If Star gets rid of somebody to bring back, to bring up J-Mart or Craig, who gets the boot? Because, I mean, if AP continuously logs top 6s and 7s, you can't do... I feel like Malcolm stays because Malcolm is way more marketable. I think that's something that's very under-realized and underutilized in motocross. Like, I know a lot of people hated that 7 Deuce Deuce continues to get rides. But, like, that guy gets... He sells stuff, man. I haven't heard anything on Baggett, Eric, and I think it's downright disrespectful. I know that I've read that, oh, Baggett apparently can't say anything because of lawyers, maybe. But Baggett could still come out and say... I appreciate my fans waiting around. Freeze, God, yeah, Freeze has got to be out, right? Bloss, Tickle. I would give up any of those guys for J-Mart and Craig. Baggett is owed 300K. AP to help, dude. Brad, that would be rad, dude. That would be cool. I'm in on that. I think that's fair. Does Gas expand to 2 bikes next year? Do you think? I wonder if they maybe take one of the Rockstar guys over to Gas Gas. What about Hill? I love the Hill brothers, but it seems like they just want to have fun. And you know what? It must be a great privilege, and I mean no disrespect when I say this. It must be a great privilege to just like not need to compete, not need the money. Like I wouldn't know what that's like to just be like, yeah, I know I have all this natural born God-given talent that I'm just gonna like sit on the bunch. I don't need the money. I'm just gonna go hang out and live my life. He's Mixed Mains is a good tester. Oh, for sure, Marks. I know there's a reason that they keep him. Because I know a lot of people are saying, why did they put Freeze on the 21? That's the reason right there. That's the reason. Do you think we'll see any of the MCR guys move to the 21 because of how well Brayton and Roxon are doing on it? I feel like Bloss and Tickle are like, yo, let me get on that 21, dude. It's killing it right now. I don't love the Hill brothers. Both pretty much douchebags in person and both wasted talents. I've never met them, obviously, so I don't know. I think that Hill is I think that Justin is a good personality to have in the sport because his like good old country boy kind of thing, his old music thing. It's not for me, but I understand that that's somebody's thing, so I think that could make people really like him. What happened to Brayton? So we were looking at the lap chart here, and he, on lap 16 of 26, he dropped all the way down in DNF'd, and he took Marv with him. So I think he had wrecked, and Marv ran into him, which is a real shame because Marv was running, what, 10th at that point? I think Marv could have maybe got Osborne, and obviously Malcolm wrecked, so he could have gotten him too. Oh, wow. Anton and Brodo. Oh, dude, I would love that, man. Anton's so good. If you guys have you guys listened to the podcast I did with Anton? It's up on YouTube. It's also up on Spotify and iTunes. I need to post that. But the RotoMoto podcast is up on Spotify and iTunes. My one with Anton is up currently. I need to re-upload the one with Marks on there so that it's on Spotify and iTunes. And then I'm gonna do one with Truman in the next few weeks. I really want to do one with Grant Harlan and Justin Starling. We've both kind of talked about, but haven't set anything up. And then I'd love to get one with like A-Ray and Osborne and some of the other guys that talk openly about fantasy and just see how they, their perspective on it. You know what I mean? The RotoMoto podcast on Big MX Radio. Brad, we can make that happen if you want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Pull up Kevin, or Kellen, I got you. I asked if you guys took any alternates twice, and you said no, and I snipped my transponder. I rode my heart out dead last to 5th, and that's what I get. Is that what you're talking about? And I agree with Kellen here. I agree 100% with Kellen. If Oldenburg, he still should start in the second row. He shouldn't get a spot on the gate. 100%. 100%. Starling will flake on you, stamp it, deal. Shoot me a text. Brad, DM me. DM me wherever, or tell me where to DM you. I don't have Twitter. That's fair, Tars. I hate it because it feels like all of fantasy is on Twitter, but all of regular motocross is on Instagram. So Brad, here's what apparently happened. Apparently, they told Oldenburg lined up for the main, and they said to him, you can't, or I'm sorry, line up for the LCQ. You can't come in because you changed your frame. And Muckoff had to come out and say, no, we didn't change our frame. And AMA said, oh, our bad. We'll let you start in 23rd behind the rest of them because we made a mistake. And like, I appreciate that, but like, has there been a precedent set anywhere? That's a thing that can happen? Has that ever happened before? Have they ever just gifted a rider a 23rd spot on a technicality. Anyway, so that's apparently what happened. So he was supposed to start in the back row behind the gate. But then when Jet pulled out from injury, I know, Brad, I know. Because they didn't allow him to race the LCQ. That's why they gave it. I still think, let's all be honest here. If that was like random ass triple digit privateer, like if Rene Garcia had that problem, they're not sending Rene Garcia out behind the round. They're not sending like Geisler or Max Sanford out there. Let's be real. Or Austin Kozad. They sent Mitchell Oldenburg on the muck-off Honda team out there. And I think that's what fucked up. You know what I mean? Who knows, dude? That's what they said on the television. So, I think Will was trying to get out as quick as possible what was happening. So maybe they were like, maybe she didn't quite nail it, but that's what was said. Did the other guys come to staging or not? Waiting on that answer still. I'm not, did the other guys, Bobby P came to staging. Yeah, Bobby Piazza came to staging. I couldn't pick Sanford out in the lineup. The only thing I know is Sanford is on the Tyloo team. That's it. Dan Truman said it best. They should let him race the LCQ. Yeah, because if he gets DNQ'd, then he gets DNQ'd. Although, no, it would have been fine, because if Oldenburg is out, then Oldenburg would have been in, the Jet would have got pulled, Fleming still would have made it. Bobby Peets ain't getting that. Bobby Peets ain't getting nothing. Poor Bobby P. Isn't the frame tag? Jay, I literally have no idea. The only thing I could think of is maybe when they were swapping the motor, if they somehow messed up the the frame or whatever. I don't know. I literally don't know. I love how I have been on the phone about this and you have the answer and I don't. Night Boys Moto, are you taking off? I appreciate you being here, dude. Hey, I will DM you tomorrow. If you don't hear from me by the morning, hit me up and remind me. Make sure to like and subscribe. Yes, what else helps the channels for YouTube? Lee, I appreciate it. So I had no idea this was gonna happen, but we had on YouTube, we had this video blow up. I don't know if you guys saw or not, but I made a stupid little video. I say stupid, about Roxton and Dean Wilson, and it was just me recapping the things that happened. It's this one. And this was all public domain. I literally got all the info off of the race recap and what Kenny said on the podium, what Dean said on social media, and what Kenny said on social media. And it got 76,000 views. And that pushed us past the threshold for YouTube partnership in the hours watched section. So now all we need is the subscriber section. And then once you're a YouTube partner, like obviously it's cool. It's cool for me because then when you guys have to watch ads, now instead of YouTube pocketing all of it, some of it will come to me, which is really neat, but that doesn't really matter for you guys. But the cool thing is that then they'll start pushing the Roto videos out to a wider audience because all of a sudden YouTube wants to promote partnered channels because A, it's more profitable for them, let's be honest, capitalism, but B, being a YouTube partner kind of tells YouTube, hey, I'm serious about making the content, I'm serious about doing this every day and staying regular and putting out regular content, so you can promote me knowing that I'm going to keep going and I'm not just going to fall off one day. So now all we need is subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, I would love it if you would. You don't have to tick the bell and do all that nonsense people tell you to do. I don't really care. We just need 1,000 subscribers and then we'll be golden and I'll never ask anything else from you again except to maybe buy stuff when I have sponsors. Swapping a frame is a way faster. Probably. That's probably it. No replacements in Supercross should have only been 21. Yeah, Jake. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think that it is shitty that they let him at least take the spot on the gate. If they should have put him in the back row, I agree. Straight up, thank you. No, Jay, thank you for being here. Thank all of you guys for being here and watching this. I already thought you were getting paid. Nope, skip that shit, MC. I don't make $1. Like, let me tell you how much I wish I made money when I have a video with 76,000 views on it. So for those of you guys that don't know on the content creation side of this, the average, on average, you'll make about $3 for every 1,000 views. Now, obviously, that's not for every video, but that's a general rule of thumb. So, I mean, this video should have paid me 200 bucks, which isn't a lot of money, but that would have been enough to maybe get that sponsorship on Kevin Moranz's helmet. That would have been cool. I would love to do that. I did, Jake. I did get to sell them, luckily. But that's the thing that I want to do. Once we get this rolling, if this can become some kind of profitable anyway, I want to start sponsoring like the privateers, the fantasy heroes that we like, that we root for so hard. I know a lot of those guys. Was it, man, Devin Woodcock? Also, same deal. I made a video about Devin. Check him out on Instagram. He had that gnarly crash at Houston 3. He's walking so exciting. I was so worried for that kid. But he just had the KX logo. He just had the KX logo. Not even a main thing on there. And I'm like, man, that would I would love to put Roto on there. Like, give that kid some money. He's out here making mains on his own dollar. You know what I mean? Robin, hello. You coming to Dallas? Eric, I am not. Unfortunately, I probably am not gonna travel to many races. I'm in Central Ohio. If there's one thing that I realized, why wasn't Mark's? Because you don't make money if you're not a YouTube partner, and I don't have 1,000 subscribers. So we don't make any money here. This is all for free. Robin, I need you to stop saying hi. I see you. Going for that factory look. Oh yeah, and it looked great, but you know he would take that money. Also use hashtags in your video description. I do Moto Life, I do. Let's link up and do some giveaways. Brad, absolutely. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Are you gonna have the same sponsor curse? Dave, I fucking hope not, dude. Oh, that would be gnarly. That would be gnarly. I hope to God we don't have that luck. Well, shit, I didn't know that. Yeah, it really sucks. Hey, Paige, can you let the cat out, please? We'll sell you some of his pulp subscribers. God. Hey, Marks, you got any of them Doge coins, bro? You got any of them Doge coins I can borrow? I'll work for them. You were like 500. I know, man. I know. It's going hard. That Roxanne Wilson video really did it. A lot of people are shy about this. I'm not shy about this. This is like, I'll show people stuff. We're at 874. We've had 537 subscribers in the last 28 days. Like, the Ken Roxanne and Dean Wilson video is still getting 1,000 views a day. Like, it's still rolling. And so, like, I mean, we got 100 subscribers the day I put it out. So I was just like, I was literally just, when that video, the biggest I've ever had was the Houston 2 video got 1,400 views. And I was like cloud 9, like riding high on a throne kind of thing. And then the Dean Kenny video got 1,000 views in like 12 minutes. It was surreal how fast that happened. Respect, I know how much work editing videos. Moto Life, I appreciate it, man. I'm getting it down now. Luckily, I'm getting a lot of automation down between, you know, the cheat sheets and my data logging and my editing process. Like, you guys have probably noticed, I've done a lot less of my face on the videos, so that way I can do it out faster, because I can do less cuts. I can record kind of by reading my notes instead of having to try to look at the camera. But we're getting there. Congrats on your partnership. It's awesome. Tanner, we're not there yet, but I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it so much. Churchill Capital right now. I am so broke. I want to let you guys know how broke I am. Not that I want no pity, but I own my own business. We exist solely, almost exclusively, by going to outside car events, and those were canceled. A lot of those were canceled last year. What camera? I have a Lumix, a Panasonic Lumix G7. It's just with like the basic lens. It's like the cheapest mirrorless that you can buy. What Mathis needs to shout you out. No, Andy, I don't like that. I have a good relationship with them. I actually met with Steve and Wygant at the race on Saturday, which was really cool. I don't have press credentials. They didn't have a pit party, but I just like reached out to Steve, was like, hey, can we meet up and talk? And they were like, and he was like, yeah, absolutely. And he came down and we talked. So like we have a good relationship, and Steve doesn't owe me anything, so I would never ask that. I'm just glad that, you know, they promote the videos and stuff on social media when they can, and that's really rad, you know? I have YouTube Premium, so no ads. Tars, you know what's great? Is YouTube Premium has no ads, and you actually get paid more money per view with YouTube Premium. I don't know if any of you guys know that, but for every video you watch with Premium, it pays the creator without you having to watch an ad. So it actually benefits you and the creator to do it. Beware of CBD sponsors. God, yeah, Brad. CBD sponsors and rich energy. Stay away from the energy and CBD, I hear. I saw a guy on YouTube go from 200 subscribers to 1,000. Yeah, it happens. It definitely happens. Post partners content, bro, be the source. Post partners content, bro? Premium. Dude, Premium's dope. Dogecoin. Oh, I'm so sorry, Marks. I didn't mean to bring it up like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. So who ended up having the highest score out of everybody here? Are all of you guys in the Roto League? Let me know. I wish I could change it. Maybe, no, we'll just leave it this season. It's already too far. There's Big MX. There he is in 11th place. I should change it to RotoMoto. Fun fact: the original name of the league was gonna be Roto, or of the channel was gonna be Rotocross. But I thought that would confuse people. Oh boy, rich energy. Yeah, Eric. Any F1 people in chat? Oh, save. That sucks, man. Poor dude. What are you gonna do with a flat tire? What was he running, like 5th at that moment too when his tire went flat? And I have to go and look. That's not what I want. I want lap chart. Yeah, man, 5th place. God, what a heartbreaker. TMR would be proud. Can I just say my very first Twitter follower ever, Brad, was the talented Mr. Roto. Or not follower, that I followed. I created a Twitter in 2009 to follow Matthew Berry on Twitter because I am a fantasy sport geek. I've played fantasy sports since I was, God, I don't even remember. I was like 8, getting a magazine with baseball with Ken Griffey Jr. on the cover, and it had like all the fantasy baseball stats and stuff in it. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was making teams. 269, so not me, not in Roto League. Yo, those are good scores though. Those are all really good scores. Y'all be happy with those scores. I know that you might be saying to yourself, I can't believe I got 275 and I'm 1,500th. But yo, there's a lot of people. Just think, man, you drop like 20 points and I bet you drop 2,000 spots up top. So as long as you got a big 250 score and you salvage your 450s, you can be mad, but you can't be pissed. You know what I mean? Was Ashley feel like, oh, that's rad. Lots of ties. Yeah. Well, at the 250s, I had 182 for a while, and I was like in 800th place, and I was like, how is that possible? Or no, 466, I think is what it was. I was at 182, and I was at 466th place. 311th, yeah! Cora, what is your rank in the championship league at 311? I'm 26th in Roto, 244.4. MC, that's nice, dude. Those are good scores. Lots of perfect. There were not, was it 8 or 9 perfect 52 riders? One guy, Thomas Doe, didn't pull off double. And 3 All-Stars, Jet, Oldenburg, and Short, didn't max out. I think that was the full stats. Can we talk about poor Michael Mosman, man? I know we talked about it earlier, but God, that win was his, dude. 436, nice. Yeah, there were 8 or 9 250 52s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 52s, 46, and 2 42s. What was the big pick trend misses? Who had the biggest pick trend? Jet Lawrence scored a 0. Hunter Sales scored a 0. Devin Simonson. Robert Piazza. Can we talk about my boy Vincent Lahovey? Lahovey, is that what it is? Luhovey. 0. 0% pick trend. Literally 0. Literally 0. But not a lot of ties. Ah, that's awesome, Marks. I didn't realize that it did that. I was wondering, because when I was looking through the championship league, and normally there would be a lot of ties last year. So if you guys want to know how I do this, Marks, while you're here, did you know that if I go to championship and I hit the all the way at the back arrow, it always dead screens me? It's not a big deal. I don't need you to fix it. I just didn't know if you knew that was a thing. So when I try to find out how many people set a lineup in the championship league, I just have to do this. It only takes me like 30 seconds, not a big deal. I just didn't know if you knew that that was a thing. How many people set their lineups? LOL, I should probably fix it. It's not a big deal because I bet nobody's trying to find out who was in last except for me. Piazza would have been my 8th to get 8. God, Tars, that sucks so bad that he didn't make it in. Timestamp sucks. I accidentally clicked CC 5 minutes before starting. Oh no. Mispractice in qualies. Pick 2 teams in 6 minutes. My results reflect that. Greg, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll message you tomorrow. Brad, thank you. Are you taking off for the night? Sales scores great points every other week. Andy, I feel it, dude. I had Carnal last week, man. I don't want anybody to talk to me. I don't want anybody to talk to me because I picked Carnal on Saturday, and he was the only guy that didn't get double points. I had to watch him with my own eyes ride around and roll every single obstacle and get me 8 points. It was heartbreaking. Yeah, man, gotta get some sleep. Brad, I appreciate you being here, dude. DM me, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. I am completely off tomorrow, so I will be on all of the devices, whatever works for you. If you prefer the email thing, for any business inquiries and exclusively, that's my email in case anybody wants to email. 7,458. This is my ghetto stat keeping right here. This is how I do it. 7,458. We lost 200 players this week, y'all. I need you to find your friends and remind them that there's races on Tuesdays. Marks, dude, I appreciate you so much for being here. Thank you for everything you do. Can everybody in chat thank Marks for everything that Marks does? Because if it wasn't for Marks, none of this would be possible. Through Marks, all things are possible. Real quick, I'm gonna wrap this up shortly, but before I do, can we talk about, can we just talk about, a lot of people think Jesus is weak, but Jesus is a savage, and so am I. Real quick, I need to talk about this. Eric, no, you should be able to join it. It's RotoX. It's RotoX because it was on the old name. Let me show you. RotoX Fantasy is the name of the league. You should be able to get in, no problem. What would Marks do? Should we make some bracelets? By the way, just in case anybody wasn't here when we started it, we have Justice for Bobby P shirts for Bobby Piazza. Any proceeds, if anybody actually buys a shirt, it's a total joke shirt. So if you don't buy it, I won't be mad. I will literally reach out to Bobby Piazza and try to send him whatever check that is, even if it just buys him, you know, something from a Wawa or a Circle K or whatever it is, whatever general convenience store you guys have. And we also have Never Change AMA shirts. Marks is a savage. Yes, Marks is actually the real savage. So we lost 600 total players. Didn't set their lineup. and 200 people in the paid league. So make sure to check your friends. Make sure your friends remember that there are races on Tuesdays sometimes. This is all of my information. This is my data log spreadsheet. This isn't to be seen. This is just for me to type stuff into. And then all of that spits out this nice, pretty enhanced cheat sheet for Patreon, and it spits out this not so pretty cheat sheet that goes to Twitter and Instagram. And then I take that and I go and put it on an Illustrator file for y'all to see and make it look nice and pretty. What is this, Jesus? Samantha, you didn't see it. Do I need to go back and watch it? Let me find it right now. I am so Shams, if you're still in here listening, AMA is the American Motorcycle Association. I can't believe, Samantha, I can't believe you haven't seen it. I'm so excited to show you guys. I've never been this excited in my life. Oh, there it is. There it is. So Michael Mosman wins the heat race. At Indy 2. I can't blow this up full screen because that's probably TOS. Who lost 600? Tars, 600 people didn't set their lineup. That set their lineup last time. Okay, okay, here we go. No, tell me, give me the interview. Come on, give me it. God, these commercial breaks.
I'd say so. I mean, yeah, he got me pretty good. I mean, really did not spare no expense. Made sure I was on the ground and absolutely just plowed me. So, yeah, Rubin's racing. I need to
So
let him know
this
that,
was when
I'm not gonna get rolled over on. And I'm a Jesus follower. A lot of people think Jesus is weak, but he's not weak. He's a savage, and so he's not a pushover, and neither am I.
a lot of people think that Jesus is weak, but Jesus isn't weak. He's a savage, and so am I. Or he's not going to be pushed around, and neither am I. God, I'm so sorry. Maybe you guys don't think it's as funny as I do. But me and my friends, when we watched the race the day after we got back from it, and we were just absolutely losing it over Jesus is not weak. He's a savage, and so am I. Oh, I felt bad for Jet too. Yeah, I tweeted about it. It was a little controversial, but I don't care. I was like, Jet should not be out there, man. He's 17 years old. He's a minor. He probably has concussion symptoms, and he has a sore elbow. Like, somebody needs to tell that kid, Jesus is a savage. Dave, do you want it? It's hilarious. Jessica, I'm glad somebody else likes it, because I was losing it, and I said it to Megan Antonovich on Twitter, and they were like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm like, well, apparently it wasn't as funny as I thought it was. It's so good. Good, I'm glad you guys got it. Sam, I didn't realize you didn't get it, because I think I put it on one of your statuses, and I'm sorry that you didn't nail it. Jesus is a savage. I can make that decal for sure. That shit was funny, dude. It was, though. Let's look at the Industry Idiots League. JT is not on first anymore. What did JT do? 288. That fucker, man. He never flinches. How can we possibly catch up? He never flinches. I'm not doing very well here. I'm in 196. That's not gonna get it done. Not at all. Do you actually type in the P and Q times for cheat sheet? I do that myself. I type in all of the times. I actually need to get a new keyboard with like a 10 key number pad. That would actually be really lovely, but I type all of that myself. Luckily, all I have to type in, can you guys see this? You might not be able to see it. All I have to type in are the times right here, and everything else automates itself. That's all that I have to do. That's all I have to do day of the race. And then I have to tell people, I have to put what session they're in, and everything else spits itself out for me, which is really cool. And then I put the handicaps in myself, but I do that the day they're released. You responded to my tweets. I know, that's what I mean. I responded, and now that you're like, I didn't know what you were talking about. I feel so bad about it. I feel so bad. AMA is a savage, and so am I. God. Never change AMA. I wanted to put the AMA logo on the shirt, but I thought, I live right down the street from the AMA headquarters. I thought maybe I should be good and behave, because they might still have shooters out here. You know what I mean? That's a lot of work. No problem, Greg. I'm getting it down. Again, it's automated. The only time it really sucked was doing it in my seats at the race Saturday with a like $200 Asus, you know, web browsing laptop. That was not a lot of fun. That thing could barely handle Google Sheets. By the way, if anybody in here is on Patreon, on the Patreon, I was trying to make, if anybody knows Google Sheets better than I do, I made it so that they could be downloaded, so that you can sort them, but I don't know how to make it where you can sort them without downloading, while also locking the data so that people can't edit it. If anybody knows that, let me know. I was kind of trying to fix it last minute today, and I just was like, never mind, I'll just send it, because I know you guys were probably waiting on it. I didn't want to drag it on too long. But it's 11:35. We've been on for an hour. I'm going to wrap it up. We'll call that a show. We'll try to keep it under an hour every time. I will be back on Saturday. I'm not going to the races, so I will be back. We'll do another live show on Saturday. So thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The Never Change AMA shirt and all of the RotoMoto merch, if you're interested in all. This directly supports me. These are super high quality shirts that I use. They're all really nice. I don't use the cheap Gildan shirts. These are nice, high quality, like fashion tees that feel and fit like a shirt should feel and fit. But other than that, man, I will see you guys on Saturday. Look for the video Friday between 3 and 5 o'clock, hopefully. Cheat sheets will follow the day after, and we'll do the live show after the race. But it's good to see you guys so much. Take care. Good picks. Good racing. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Later, dudes. Yo, PRMX. Hi, by the way. I love you.